Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Dropping Gems. I want to thank you so much for clicking and for signing in and for watching the video. For today's video, if you can see from it by the title, I'll be showing you ways in which you can find at least 1 million free stock images that you can use for your KDP book designs. That is basically going to bring a new aesthetic and also increase your sales. Now, in order for me to show you guys what I mean, first I'm going to get down into actually looking for a niche that deals with vintage designs, and then we're going to go through what were the sales and so forth. So let's get started before I show you these websites for these free stock images. So for today, we're going to be looking for some vintage travel. First, ensure you're always on book. Journal. Go search. Okay, we have about 50 results, so let's zoom down to vintage maps, travel journal. Alright, as you can see, we have 4,000 results, and we're basically going to tap in the past 30 days that was uploaded. And then we're going to sort by, however, I'm seeing reviews, but here we are. We have one here. Vintage Globe Travel Maps. It's a scrapbook paper collection of mixed media scrapbooking sheets for junk, postal, and card making. We're going to look inside to see what it looks like. So that's one vintage design that we found. Let's see if we can find another one. So what I'll do, I'll check on the last 90 days instead of the last 30 days. And here we found a second design. I think it's a creative cut and a collage for college and mixed media artists. So basically, you cut out stuff and you paste it, from my understanding. Let's see if there's anything on the second page. Alright, we didn't find any designs on page 2. So what I'll do, I'll click off this. So you can take us back to the 4,000 results. And I'm basically going to go through what the designs are. And as you can see here, we have the camping logbook. It's the camping journal to record your adventures. They have 401 monthly sales. See how simple the design is. We have here a travel logbook. It is in paperback and hardcover. It usually gets 342 sales per month. So we're going to peek inside to see what this look like. Okay, so we're here. Let's look inside to see what this vintage globe world travel map scrapbook paper looks like. At least just have an idea. Alright, at least to see what it is that you can mimic in order to create a simpler design. And as you can see, it has 32 pages and only 16 patterns. So basically the patterns are probably duplicated in order to create 32 pages. There's a photo of a map here. And then that's it, the back of the book. So I'm not really sure what's inside of this book since there's not much to be seen in the look inside. 16 designs across 30 pages, that's all it states. However, its monthly sales is 110. I find this quite interesting. It was published a few weeks ago and there's no reviews. Alright, let's see what the other one has, which is the camping journal and the travel logbook. Alright, and so we're here for this adventurous calling. It's basically surrounded around camping in Colorado. So they have the front page, the inside of the book, and then they have the log information, which is the date, what was the weather, from when to when they stayed, the mileage they begun at, the mileage that was ended, the total travel mileage in order to get there, the campground information, what it looks like, places that are visited in the activities, and so forth. What happened here? I'm not sure what this is happening. But that was basically a log page to state where they were staying and so forth. So this is something easy that can be done. I've never seen this before. And for 342 sales monthly with a net of $6, that's roughly, let's see, let me just check on my phone. That's 342 times $6.61. That's a total of $2,260 that can be made from creating a book with 160 pages respectively. So that's basically it. Alright, so this is another vintage book that you can create, a vintage design book you can create for travel. Now, in order to get these vintage designs, I'm going to show you 3 websites. The first website will be pixels.com, and you just basically type in vintage, and they're going to pull up all the vintage designs that they have on board that you can use to either create a photography journal or different species of flower journal or jazz journal. Alright, you need to ensure that when you click on these images, they are free to use. For example, if you come here, it says free to use, so this can be used for free. We also have Unsplash that you can use vintage images in order to create your book covers. These are all vintage designs that you can use in order to create a book cover. This would be lovely for a camping journal, especially across Chicago, and you can basically cut down the states. Wherever they are, you can have for a different state a different journal. And lastly, where you can find at least 1 million stock images that you can use in order to create your journal is the British Library albums. I will leave in the description below. You can come here. I'll leave in the description, as I said before, all the links where you can get these images, these websites. And here you can find a world of stock images for vintage designs. All you need to do is type in here if you're looking for butterflies, if you're looking for a state, if you're looking for an animal, and it's going to pop up there. Ensure that when you click on the image, it says free to use. And then you can basically go ahead and download. I'll show you an example. Let's do flowers. And here you have the world of flowers that you can use to create a design. Let's click and open one. I hadn't typed in vintage flowers instead, so let's see what this looks like and if it's free to use. However, there's rights reserved, so you can't use this one. So we look for another image. So I advise you come here first, you click on all created commons, and that's basically going to help pop up what you can use freely. Alright, and then you do click on an image, and then you check. It has some rights reserved, however, it doesn't state all rights reserved. Okay, so we can use this image. Let's go back. Alright guys, so that's brought us to the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, enjoy.